Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Factorio, episode 23, where in the last episode we finally managed to get some oil processing up and running. Today we're going to start and see if we can turn some of that oil into some blue science. Okay, so first things first, we've got, if we just look at what we need for blue science, we need advanced circuits, engine units, and electric mining drills. Engine units we already have actually on the bus. We do have circuits on the bus. I'm humming and hawing about if I want to pull off from those circuit lines or actually just have some kind of inbuilt circuit production just for reds. That's what I'm leaning towards. But of course, red circuits, they also need plastic. So that's what I'm going to start off with first. Okay, so plastic here is created in whatever they're called. Chemical plants, that's the one. So where is that? That's in this one. I'll just get 6 of them. Okay, and they need coal and petroleum. So coal lives up here. And petroleum lives right here. So we're right next door to that. Oh, there's a pipe. Whoa, that could have gone badly. Yeah, luckily that was already full. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Okay. So that means if we have our... where did they go? Here. If we have them like this... make another 2 of them. We go like 1, 2, 3, 4. That, like that, like that. And have you come along this way with a pipe leading down there. Let's tell you all to make plastic. We'll have a belt coming down this way, which will have our coal on it. Let's give you lot some power. I'm going to copy that lot on the other side as well. So they get put on the outside. I want that to become the inside. There we go. And then I want exactly the same on there. We're going to have 2 rows of these facing each other. Oops. Whoops. Pipes. Of them. And let's see. Can we get that coming in? Yeah. They can come in from that side. They can make plastic. Output, 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 output. Tidy that up a bit. Okay, then for the sake of I don't know, consistency, I guess we'll just balance those, but they will go 2 separate lines of plastic. Power. 1 there, 1 there. These will want inputs as well. 1 there, 1 there. I'm going to move that up so it looks neater, and I'm going to move that up so it looks neater. Okay, let's extend these out a little bit. So if that's coming along there, that is our current bottom line. So my two plastic lines want to come up and join the bus. There. Coal wants to come down to about here. Let's have one of these. But I'm then going to split it and have half go to each side like that. I'll just tidy that up a bit. Okay. There. Okay, then we need some underground belts coming from coal. Now, coal is at the top of its bus, so we're actually going to have it coming in from there. Gap of 3, I think, is that? Yeah. Okay, and this coal line is going to split off, prioritizing the right as an output. Okay. Arguably, I should have done something similar to that on there. What else is using coal? Military site. Yeah, all of the others just go to the left. Yeah, I'll change this so it goes to the left too, I guess. Okay, so you actually want to live there with an output priority to the left. Just going down like that. Not quite. There with an output priority to the left. Okay, so we've got our plastic there. That's good. Next, let me add that in on the map. Plastic. Confirm. Okay. Next, we want, where's Obvious Science? Advanced circuits. Now, one advanced circuit requires 2 electronic circuits to make. So, let's see. If we make sort of like one, inverted quotes, module of advanced circuits, which is kind of like 1 per second, that would be 6. We would want 2 electronic circuits per second, which is just one machine making them, in fact. So 2 machines making them would get 12. Let's see if we can have a little design thingy. Okay, let's blow up the tree. A bit close, but oh well. Okay, so if we have a standard Dubry, this is our standard like making electronic circuits thing. This will make enough for 12 machines that make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 machines that make red circuits, which in turn will need another 1 machine that makes copper cables, because they need 4 per second, and this makes 2 every half a second. No, in fact that will need another 2 of these because of that. Okay. So, how can we make this look neat and modular? Okay. What happens if we put it this way round? So if they like output onto belts that do something like that, then these 3, 4, 5, 6 can go down each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these will need another thing that makes copper cable. There and there. Now where are these two going to get their iron from? Because if they are them, these ones are copper cables, these ones are red circuits. Go something like that. There and there. Doing a lot of quiet thinking, I'm aware of that, I do apologize. Okay. So, I need to bring in copper. Quite a lot of copper, actually. Which needs to feed these 5 machines here. Okay, I also need to bring iron into these ones. Not a huge amount of iron, but it does definitely need to be there. So where can I put the inserter? Let's work it in that direction. There and there. That means I should be able to do that. It only gives me room for 1 inserter on that thing. No, it doesn't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Swap that out for one of them. Okay. Getting there. Don't know how I'm going to power this just yet, but, you know, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it, so to speak. Let's just tidy that up a bit. Okay, so each of these are pulling from 2 inserters worth of that, which will to feed into these. They also sorry, I'm saying these a lot. Okay, the copper cable assemblers are each getting copper plates from 2 inserters. They are then feeding it into one of these. These being green circuit assemblers. These are getting their iron from this belt here. Okay, and outputting onto this belt here on both sides of that belt. Okay. These copper cable assemblers on this side, they're getting the rest of that copper, basically, and putting it onto what will become the inside of this belt here. Okay, so these assemblers want to take copper cable, and they will be outputting red circuits onto the outside of that belt. So we've got an input, an output, an input, an output, in, out, in, out, in, out. Similarly on this side, we've got in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Of course, they also need to take green circuits. Okay, and they also need plastic. plastic can come in from the long-handed inserters. So just coming over here, that one is copper, that one is iron, plastic will come in on this one, and we need to get that all over the other side somehow. Down there, underground, and down this side. Okay, as for the outputs, so these ones here will be outputting red circuits. Of course, there will also be like residual copper cable on there, on the inside of the belt, so we only want to take the outside of the belt. We can do a little trick with underground belts to do that. That will also, in theory, inherently balance it for us. And then all we need to do is take this up and add it back into the bus. So this is a design that will make 2 red circuits per second. Let me just finish it off with some power. Put that one there, that one there, there and there. I'll make it as neat as I can. That's not going to reach. We'll definitely need power down the outside of these ones for it to reach. Get some underground belts. And just to make sure that actually is powered, let's hook it up and make sure everything stops flashing. Yep, excellent. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a blueprint of that. And I'm going to call it 2 red, that's not how you spell circuits. In fact, I'll give it its proper name, 2 advanced circuits per second. There you go. And then, where is it? That one. I'm going to export to my blueprint library. Okay. Now I've actually got that. I want to figure out where I actually want to put it, because it's kind of in the way where it is. So let's move it and put it somewhere else. At some point I will have to upgrade this and upgrade that blueprint to blue belts and yellow inserters, yellow assemblers, that kind of thing. But yeah, so that adds to one I've got here that I made in another map. This is a setup that again just takes in sulfuric acid, copper, iron and plastic, I think is all it takes in, and it makes 1 blue circuit or 1 processing unit per second. So I'm sure at some point later in the series we'll see that. Full disclosure, I didn't design that one entirely by myself. I did have help from a friend. But anyway. You know what would be really handy right now is if I could just mark all of this for deconstruction and have robots do it. That would be like super useful. Oh well. Come on. I didn't put any lights in the design. Note to self, put lights in the design when eventually we upgrade it to blue belts. And... okay. Right, so this one here... let's see, in order for it to be like modular, I suppose I could build it like that and then build more ones further down as I need them. Well, what I'm thinking is if I have them like this, I reckon that will save space in the long run. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, I think. I'm gonna put one like that, and I'm actually instantly gonna go and build a second one. So, let's build those, get rid of the trees that are in the way. Now, I will need to probably... It would be so good if you could flip a blueprint. Anyway, okay. Plastic. Which one was plastic coming in on? Let's see if we can like flip this manually, so to speak. So plastic was coming in on this one. It went 1, 2, 2, and then a splitter there, and then it just had its input. Okay. So let's just have that coming straight in there. Okay, plastic in, coming out this way. As for the other side of that, it went straight out as far as here. And then this way until it got to there. And then straight down and in. Okay, let's just figure it out, because that's just getting messy. Okay, we do know that this one... No. This one. Coming out there and going down. Okay. That's not quite right. Input there. What did I do on this one? This one I'm going to have to flip. Okay, so it went up, immediately under a gap of 3. Then under and a gap of 1. That's it. Make sure they're going the right way. Okay, this one here is our iron input line. Okay, so let's go and get some iron from somewhere. I can go there. Okay, iron. Iron. Okay. Iron. 3. Doop. And then up here we'll have the usual that thing. Oops, no. Down. There we go. And iron. We also want some copper. Oh, I'm out of belts. So we'll have to go and grab some belts as well. Copper. Let's see. Copper should be a little easier. We'll have it coming in there and going underground that way. Yes. Okay. And then we can have one of those. Where's a good place to put it? Fit there? Yes, it will, because then we can have that going in that way. Jolly good. Things are working well. Oops. In theory. And then we'll have more of these. Like that. Is that going to get in the way? No. Perfecto. Okay. Run and get belts. So it really looks as though my whole idea of doing 20-minute episodes is failing miserably. And screw it, I'll grab all of them. How am I doing for other things? Got a stack of splitters. Should grab a stack of these. 2 stacks of them. Something. 1 stack. Okay, so this will give us copper coming in. You there, you there, you there, you there. The copper wants to come along there and down to there. And also down to there. Okay, let's start putting things where they want to go. You want a belt there. Okay, iron's not coming in because we haven't done this bit yet. Okay, get iron coming in. Okay, let's put these fellows in now. Let's give the circuit somewhere to output. Okay, let's give these fellows somewhere to output. We'll bring the plastic in as well while we're there. Bring the plastic in. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Wrong place, wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get some ins, in. Right. In. Out. And inputs. Don't need you. Okay, there. Where's that? I think that one lives there. Okay, what's missing here? Power. And then output lanes. And we're getting red circuits. Excellent. Something is wrong here. That's facing the wrong way. Okay, so yeah, now we're getting some red circuits. We can start looking at making blue signs. That will be happening next episode. Between episodes, I will do my usual of bringing the bus up to the end. I will also add in this little section down here. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.